and asked to do it. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Refueling truck is on its way.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Boarding requested.
Do you want to board crew?
Pilots boarding starting. Crew boarding starting. Fuel truck is in position.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
All right, so here we are. Let's see. Supply oxygen, CDR test. Plane is boarding. Captains. On bat.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
All right, so
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
let's go to the overhead panel. This going. Looks good. Auto. Good. Good fire test number 1. Engine fire test number 2. APU fire test. Good. Cargo smoke detection. Let's go ahead and start the APU. And we're gonna good old SeaTac. And we're gonna head down to San Francisco. And then San Francisco to Las Vegas, more than likely. Kind of do a whole West Coast little. Alright, so APU should be up and running. APU is available. And go ahead and throw an APU bleed. Alright, so let's go into our McDo. West. Okay, Seattle. Do a flight at NIT. Initialize the flight. It's looking good. Initialization request. And we'll do doors left, closed, closed, closed. Everything's closed. APU's up and running. We'll go ahead and disconnect external power. The APU is providing it all, and the GPU can be thrown away. Alright. So, we are American Airlines Flight 999er. Headed down to Las Vegas. Cost index is going to be 100. And take a look. Actually, cost index is 18, and we're going to be up at 37,000 feet. Max ceiling. Outside temperature is 7, so we do have precipitation. We had some precip. Looks like it's moved on, but we are going to be in icing conditions, so we'll throw the engine ice, wing ice, de-ice on when we take off. Alright. So, I'm going to initialize the winds. Here's our winds aloft. We're basically due west out of the west. Alright, flight plan. Seattle. We're departing for Seattle. And runway 16 left. And we're going to be on the Harob 6 departure. And what transition are we on? A rave? Yeah, a rave transition. E-rave. Insert that. KSFO. So we're coming in, starting be on the ILS 19 left now. I guess the Malbec. No? Bodega? Bodega 3, and then the Malbec transition. All wine, of course. There we go. So that's set. Secondary flight plan. We're going to use this just in case we blow an engine. On takeoff, we can come right back to Seattle. Don't care about really anything else. Secondary flight plan. Arrival. 16 left. We don't need an arrival. We will be right at the airport, shitting in our pants. And let's go ahead and initialize our weights. So, look. Zero fuel weight's 119.8. And 27.7. How much gas do we have in the tanks? 18.7. God. Alright, so that's done. Our perf data. Let's get that entered. So we're going to do 1.6 left. It is wet. First Togo, yes. Anti-ice for the engines will be on. Packs will be on. Sync our final load sheet. Sync this. And let's calculate it. 16 and 35. Laps 2, and we're going to be up 2. Ah, shit. Alright. So for the most part, we're done. So let's get the latest weather. Alright, altimeter's 2981. Just go ahead and put that in. Strain mode. Lock the door. Transponder is on. Alright, so for now, this is our flight plan here. So, let's go look at the actual plan itself. So that's our departure. And the final thing we're going to do here is we're going to bring up our charts. Test. Okay, there we go. Now we're back. Jeez. That's what happens when you have a new puppy. He just ripped the cord right out of my ear. So, alright. So, let's get back to our charts. Alright, airport info. It's probably all we're going to need for departure. Just look at the departure real quick. Alright, initial climb, 16 left, climb heading 164 to at or above 932, then direct to Cabo. Plus over to at or above 10,000. So we don't have ATC, so I don't think we have ATC online. No, we don't. So we're going to set this to our cruising altitude of 37,000. Alright. Everything is good. So from what I can tell, we'll worry about San Francisco's arrival and airport and all their charts once we get up in the air because we're going to have a little bit of free time. So we're going to 16 left. And we can get there via Bravo. This will be the easiest. So we'll come out of the ramp. We'll hit Bravo. Just stay right here in Bravo all the way up to Charlie. And it's as simple as that. We're going to back up. Tail's going to go to the right. So, right now I think we're ready. We're ready to push and start. Cones. Parking brake is released. Go to Unicom. That's what did I say? Tail to the right. Yeah, tail to the right. We're at Bravo 1, so that's close. So go ahead and detach the jetway. She should be detaching right about now. Yep, there she goes. Cool. So then we're going to do the tail's going to go to the right. Go back up a little bit. Other than that, I think we're pretty much ready to go. Beacon. Back to tug. And let's start our push. Look at a little push plane. not started yet. So tail to the right. Should be clear. Set. Disconnect the tug. And restart these engines up. Turn the arms on. Arms are on. And start. Start engine number 1. This is engine number 1 right here. And we can see it starting to spin up. Good. Tunes up. So we got controls and trim needs to be down to up to. Alright. Brakes set to max. Cylinders to max. Arm the speed brakes. Speed brakes armed. Light should be down. Taxi lanes on. Set flaps to 2. Set the engine to nice emissions. off. This is Bravo over here. Got a little bit of a taxi to do here. There's Alaska Air Flight. Not bad, not bad. Good call here. SeaTac traffic. American 999ers taxiing to runway 16 left via Bravo. SeaTac traffic. Alright, let's do flight control check. Down, up, center, left, right, neutral. We're good to go. So next left is Kilo. Yep, that's Kilo. Gas. Trying to run out of some energy here. All right, here's our departure plate. Delta, and then this should be Charlie. set, flap set at 2. Engine anti-ice is on. And brake set to max. Takeoff config. We're good. Let's go ahead and throw the strobes on. Light all the lights. Let's make a quick call. I don't see anybody coming in on short final. SeaTac traffic, American 999ers departing runway 16 left. SeaTac. Here we go. Verified 16 left. Let's get a nice lineup here. A little off center, but that's all right. Rudders are now going to be controlling, and we're ready to go. Let's bring this up to 50% power. Let's get out of here. Here we go. Full toga. I'm off center real bad, just watching videos. Alright, V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gears coming up. Notch of flaps coming up. Second notch of flaps coming up. All right. Here we go. Might get a little bumpy here. Give me some weather here. Start to make this turn. First constraint is that we are at or above 3,000, and we are, so we're doing perfect. Holding our speed perfect. These lights came off. So what kind of breakout we get? I hand flying this. Oh, wow. Look at that breakout through the clouds. How cool is that? Autopilot's on, and we're going to take a look at some of these views. Wow. That's nice. Alright, let's bring down these sun visors. Alright, engine anti-ice can come off. We are not in ice conditions anymore. Alright. Alright, so sorry about blowing the mic. I'm trying to get this mic fixed after my dog ripped it out of my head. Just look at the detail. And then we got over 10,000, those lights can come on. Let's see where we at. We're already through that approach. So this is our keep the fasten seatbelt sign on for just a little bit. So yeah, you got to set your camera views first. There's a great video by XP72 on YouTube. Just search XP72. And yeah, if you search XP72 camera view on YouTube, it's super simple. You can switch them up real fast like that. You can set it to whatever you want. So if you don't like this view, you can move, and you want something more like this, you can set it to that, or close up, whatever you want. Set one of your alt keys to be in this view. If I remember correctly, just find the view you want and do control in that number, then that sets the view, and then you do alt that number to get the view. Alright, over 18,000 a long time ago. Let's go standard. Jump seat down. There you have it. Oh, okay, so thanks, Jake. So yeah, just do that search for XP72. I think he calls it wing view. And then you can set any view you want. You can set your view for the toilet for Alt 2 since you're gonna take a deuce. can see some of the views get messed up in the Fenix A320 as you kind of move around. But all in all, it's there's a great view. I actually might set this view. I can't get it right. Oh, come on. There we go. That's one of my favorite views. Seafront, where you can see American written right along the side. See all the rivets, the mountains down there. Yeah, these views are amazing. The 3090 RTX makes a big difference. But I have the RTX 4090 that's going to make this twice as better on order. And I paid a fortune for it. Alright, let's go back to actually flying the plane a little bit. So, take the fasten seatbelt sign off. It's pretty smooth. Let's go through the... lead looks good. Pressure's fine. Electrical, we're good. 60. Hydros, perfect. That's perfect. Fuel's... It's somewhat balanced. Nice and cool in the cabin. Doors closed. Wheels are stowed. Temperatures are good. Light controls. Pretty simple. Pretty simple aircraft to fly. I don't know if we're going to get up to 37,000 feet. I mean, that's the ceiling for the A320. I'm not a fan of VR. I just actually ordered a Track IR. VR for me, I have an Oculus here. I get very motion sickness in VR. Shit, I even get motion sickness when the 3D TVs were all the crave a few years ago, like 10 years ago. I couldn't watch a 3D TV. So, yeah, man, the Fenix is a work of art of a aircraft that they built. Alright, so KSFO. Yeah, and last night, I mean, I think the entire United States was under ATC coverage last night. I did what flight did I do last night? I did Dallas Fort Worth down to Orlando, and that was a good flight. Yeah, I keep hearing about OpenXR. I might try it. I mean, I've got an Oculus here. It's fairly new. I had to buy it for my company to demo it for a customer. So, favorite route. You know, for me, I always like routes in my hometown of Fort Lauderdale, but Fort Lauderdale's flat. I got the upgraded, I think it's Fly Tampa or Latin VFR's Las Vegas airport. So anything into Vegas is awesome, which one I'm going to be going to after I land in San Francisco. We're going to go to Las Vegas. Yeah, look at those clouds. And then anything into Boston, because I have the upgraded Boston airport, and that is just, that airport is a work of art. And the controllers over there on the East Coast, in my opinion. Well, LAX's controllers are good too. Actually, I gotta buy that new LAX scenery from somebody, Initech or some Interview or Innocim. But the controllers on the Northeast are just so great that it makes flying all around Boston, LaGuardia, JFK, Philly, Reagan, just so much fun, because those controllers for the United States are some of the best around. And then obviously in the winter, flying through Canada is always a blast. Oh, you live in Pompano. So I live in Weston, out in Davie, so West Fort Lauderdale. And that Fort Lauderdale airport is awesome too. That's, if you fly out of Fort Lauderdale, like whether you're flying commercial or you're flying as a pilot, I've flown once as a private pilot out of Fort Lauderdale when I was in flight school. And man, they did such a great job that even during COVID, when they had what, 50 aircraft sitting on basically sitting in the grass because there was no flights. I forget the name of the airline, but it's a twin turboprop, and it's like a pinkish purplish color. They have those aircrafts modeled right there, the exact spot that they've been sitting at for over a year. And then obviously the FedEx terminal is perfectly modeled too in that airport. Yeah, so that one from LAX, actually I was thinking about buying it today, but... So what school are you going to at Fort Lauderdale Executive? I was flying, I did the majority of my time, I did 28 hours out of Opelika in a G1000 172 and an SR22. And then I did the rest of my flight school, or not flight school, but my flight time out of Fort Lauderdale Executive through a family friend who was a CFI and gave me a hell of a deal. So yeah. Alright. So, we might make 37,000. She's struggling to get there, but she's getting there. Alright, so arrival. We're going to be coming in on 19 left. We are on the Bodega. And then the approach is ILS 19 left. Yeah. The other thing that I do when I do streaming is I usually have ForeFlight running in my streams. I have it on my iPad, but my iPad's dead right now. But that's always fun to have tied into Microsoft Flight Simulator is ForeFlight, and it keeps track of the VatSim traffic. I mean, it is awesome. Plus, I use it in my normal flying, so it keeps my skills sharp. Sky Eagle, oh, I know them. I've not flown with them, but I've heard good things about them. Actually, when I was looking at Fort Lauderdale Executive, I actually looked at them, and then a family friend of mine, a family friend I didn't even know was a CFI, and me and him did the rest of my training, the rest of my hours out of Opelika, or out of Executive, out of a steam-gauged old 172. So I got the best of both worlds, glass cockpit from the G1000 and then the old steam gauges. But I'm only a private pilot, I'm not IFR rated yet. Alright. Let's see. And the other thing with my iPad, I lost my Apple Pen, so writing on it sucks. That's why I haven't used it in any of my streams as of late. But I tell you, the ForeFlight and Microsoft Flight Simulator, in all the different plates and airport charts, the updating in ForeFlight is light years faster than here in the Fenix's Navigraph. So sometimes in Navigraph you'll miss a turn for a taxiway just because your plane is delayed a little bit. In ForeFlight through Microsoft Flight Simulator, it is as real time as you can get. Alright, so let's see. We've got under an hour before we're there. So VatSim is not hard to learn. I'll tell you, it's not as real life as or it's not as real life as it is out there when you're flying, but they do, especially the Northeast controllers out of like Boston Center and New York Center, those guys, and Atlanta Center. Atlanta Center is awesome. They're fairly realistic, but practicing on VatSim, yeah, it kind of keeps your skills sharp. There's some nuances to VatSim, but actually, let me just double check that I'm not flying into a controller space right now, because the West Coast doesn't really have anybody now. So let's see. Let's see if I can't find. So we came out of Seattle. Wow, that guy's taking a flight to Boston. Oof. Oh, I'm not even connected. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I thought I was on VatSim. I was wondering why I didn't show up on the map. But last night, I don't really use an app for replaying flights yet. I just stream them live to YouTube and just replay them that way. But there's an app that I have to stream the iPad. What the heck is it called? forget what it's called. Oh, it's called FS2FF. Oh, no, center came on mine. Actually, I'm going to throw it up here. I'll try to get my iPad to connect here. So, let's see. Got a whole bunch of aviation apps on here. For flight. So, VatSim. Let's see, where am I? Okay, here's me. I just filed my flight. I completely forgot to file my flight plan. That's so funny. So, let's go to devices. Sweet. So we're going to take this off. I think it's this one. Maybe not. This is a great view. Such a cool view. Okay, so So let's see. Hmm. All right, so this is an old flight. But we're going to go to where we're at right now. Map expired. See downloads. I've got... I haven't updated this thing in a while. I haven't been flying in a while. So what we're gonna do, someone's chirping away. Alright, so plug this bad boy in, scratch pad. But I don't have my pen. SeaTac. San Fran. Alright, so what was our route? Yep, that was our route. Send that to the map. Let's go back to flights and send that to the plates. So our arrival. I don't like the arrival for this, but we're going to be doing the so yeah, I do work in tech. I own my own tech services company. So we do tech services for businesses, from managing their services to mobile app development to application development, etc., etc. So let's see, where are we at? All right. So let's go to, there we go. As we start to descend, you'll actually see VatSim traffic here in ForeFlight. ForeFlight is a lifesaver for everything. So we're coming in off the Malbec transition. Do you work in tech, Jay, or no? Company message, which means we're behind. It's going to be Operations Center. How many minutes? 13? Okay, whatever. Don't care. So, got a little ways to go. Everything looks good. I gotta turn that off with that spy. I'm on a new computer and that squawking drives me nuts. So the weather is well, the weather is extremely accurate in ForeFlight, but it pretty much ties into FS 2020. So here's KSFO. What we're going to do is we're going to throw our approach plate, send that to the map, and we're coming in off of what runway are we coming in off of? 19 left, so we're going to be coming in this way. Yep. And even ForeFlight with VatSim gives you down to the very bottom all your ground speeds, your altitude, your ETA, 12:50 p.m. Pacific time. Whew. So this is ForeFlight. You can also get a HUD, which is kind of cool. Man, look at those mountains. Jesus, FS. Wow. Yeah, so ForeFlight is the standard when it comes to the iPad and basically having an EFB, an electronic flight book. Whether you're a private pilot, commercial, CFI, it doesn't matter. ForeFlight's amazing. Even in a G1000, I still had it mounted to the yoke, but for just a nice 1980s 172 that doesn't have a glass cockpit, this is your glass cockpit. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So here's our flight plan, which, since I did this too late, So Easton to Ebony. That's us there. So direct 2. There we go. All right. We'll get rid of the flight plan. Look at this. And oh, I want to look at the approach plate. So the approach plate. It's going to be at 5,000 at Beaks. Okay. So you're in managed IT. Are you a systems admin, or are you strictly cyber compliance? We do a little bit of cyber compliance for more, your small to medium sized businesses. Nothing in the financial or healthcare. I won't touch that. Just because I don't want that headache. But we basically manage companies' IT infrastructure from 5 endpoints up to 5,000 for some small universities. So that's what we do. So ForeFlight doesn't replace Navigraph or SimBrief when you're doing flight sim. When you start taking flying lessons, your instructor is going to have ForeFlight. He's going to tell you to get it for an iPad, especially when you start to solo and you start doing your cross countries. It is an invaluable tool. You can actually file your flight plan from ForeFlight with the FAA. ForeFlight is just, it is the cat's meow. But Navigraph and SimBrief is perfectly fine for flight simulator. Yeah, so we do roughly the same thing. My company basically acts as your IT director, your CTO, your CISO, and we just take care of all of it for you. We do Azure, AWS, Google's Cloud. We do some cyber compliance. We don't do a lot of automation. We do a lot of mobile app development, Flutter development. I'm a Flutter developer just for fun. But I have people who do Flutter development. And then we do cyber compliance for your small to medium businesses. I won't touch it in highly regulated spaces like healthcare and HIPAA and anything financial related. Kind of the core of my business is construction business, heavy industrial, doctors, lawyers, companies like that. But yeah, ForeFlight's great when you become a student pilot because, it gives you up-to-date live radar, which, unless you're flying some exotic plane, you don't even get that. Even though you're not IFR rated, you can use a lot of the IFR tools within ForeFlight to help you become a better student, and you can actually use it in your check ride. So I highly recommend it. And a tip my instructor gave me: yeah, so shoot me an email at eric@reactmsp.com, or not that, CDOM, eric@reactmsp.com. That's the core business, and then we have a digital ventures business that we invest in startups, things like that. All right. Any more downloads? Yeah, ForeFlight's great. It's got, I mean, it's massive amounts of documents for all your different airports. What's really cool, here's what we'll do. So, when you're a real pilot and you're flying into an airport you haven't flown in before, so CFO, what you can do is get a 3D view of the airport, which is kick ass. We're coming in off 19 left, so we're coming in off the ocean, which is going to be awesome. So you can see it at night. That's what it looks like at night. You get different layers. Traffic should be there. Yeah. So this guy right here is coming in on 19 left, Air Canada 737. This is VatSim traffic. Now, what's great about ForeFlight is if you have your ADS, what is it, ADB out? No, in. Receiver within your aircraft, ForeFlight can integrate with that. ForeFlight and show you all the traffic, real traffic when you're flying. Same with, even if you don't have that, it'll give you some traffic. And if you're going to fly into class Bravo airspaces, which you will be in Fort Lauderdale, you just are. I think Fort Lauderdale's, I think, to become a lot of pilots love to become a pilot out in the middle of nowhere, where there's a lot of uncontrolled towers and things like that. And you just don't get that real world experience. Flying out of big cities like South Florida, oh man, you get so much experience flying into all different types of airspaces. Here goes somebody taking off. Do you stream your ForeFlight screen to an iPad? So ForeFlight is an actual app for the iPad, and I stream it to my desktop computer. So it's just streaming the iPad's current active screen. If I go like this, you can see, it's my iPad screen, Noisy Goose. I love this app. So ForeFlight is amazing. So if you look here on ForeFlight, since it's tied into VatSim, these are all VatSim flight simulator pilots, which is great. I mean, if you look at, if we bring up VatSpy, we will see that down by KSFO, so finally my flight plan got filed. That's where I'm going. So if we scroll down into here, actually, you know what? It's not streaming. It should be streaming. That's a TBM, not 294. Actually, this is real world traffic. But it's supposed to be streaming VatSim traffic. That's strange. Well, anyways, here's real world traffic. So when you're a real pilot, excuse me, you can see real world traffic. So if you want to look at, that's weird. It's supposed to be streaming. Let's try this again. You know what it's probably doing? Now that I think about it. Reports. One liner left. I think I know what it's doing. Yeah, this is all live traffic. What's Fort Lauderdale? So I live like right over here where American Airlines 1424. I can see it from my bedroom window. But this thing is supposed to only stream VatSim, but oh well, don't care. Or VatSim traffic, but whatever. I haven't used it in the stream in a long time, so I don't really care. But I mean, you see it with ForeFlight. It's so let's go back to San Francisco. So you can get your ATIS information current. This is real time. This is not from VatSim. This is real time. Info, get all your frequencies, get your runway information, your procedures, and this is the noise abatement. So I mean, so this is KSFO, so we're coming in 19 left. We'll probably go into Bravo or Charlie terminals. We got some high-level clouds up here. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, look at that. We're at 37,000. Look at the mountains. Jesus. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm busy demoing ForeFlight and I'm missing these sick views. Phew. Insane. Yeah, ForeFlight's not cheap, so I wouldn't purchase it unless, you know, once you get into flight school. And the other thing you should do to cut down on your costs for flight school is do your ground school online. You can do it online for, I think, King Schools is one of the most recommended ones. It's what I used. It's on your, you do it on your iPad. And you get all your ground school done for nothing. I mean, it's like, I want to say it was $199, and it was on a Christmas sale. And I got it for even cheaper than that, if I remember correctly. It was a while ago. So what a lot of flight schools will do is they want you to do ground school. They'll do ground school in their classroom, right? So you have to pay for an instructor, and they include that in your fee. But if you do your ground school first before you ever take your first flight, obviously take a discovery flight to make sure that you want to do this. But you can save money by doing the ground school at home, get it done, and take your test. Once you pass it, then get in and start getting your hours, start building your hours. That's when you need to get ForeFlight. But I highly recommend King Schools. There's a lot of programs out there. What's his name on YouTube's got a great school. Is it M20 or M02? Yeah, 279. Yeah, I got it on I got it last year, 2 years ago. No, last year. Last year I got it on a Christmas sale, and I already had flight time. I had 28 hours, and then but I was still in their ground school. That's when my buddy stepped in and said, "No, do King Schools. It's going to save you a ton of money." So, yeah, do that. That's the pro tip. Another tip when you do your check ride that my buddy told me is don't ask the examiner anything. He's there to watch you be the pilot in command, the PIC. So it's your plane, and if he asks you to do a power on stall, don't say, "Is it okay? What altitude do you want me to do it at?" It's your plane. You do it. They will have 100 times more respect for you. And if you screw up here and there, they still understand that you know that you're the pilot in command, and that it's your aircraft, and that they're just there for the ride and to observe you. What pisses off FAA instructors all the time is when students are doing their check ride are saying, "Oh, okay, do you want me to taxi? What runway do you want me to taxi to?" Or, whatever the dumb question would be that you should just know already. So, yeah, it's your plane. Take ownership of it, and unless the instructor asks you a question, don't ask them a question. It's your plane. Oh man, this is beautiful. Oops. Fuck that view up. Wow. Look at the back of the engine here. Them contrails though. I wish I could do this in real life. That's a fucking cool view. Now we're saving that one. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. Look at that fat body. See the engine there. You should be able to see the exhaust burning off. Fenix usually does a pretty good job of that, but you don't see it here in this view. That's all right. You want to stretch this out a little bit? The CFM engine. Find a good view. Alright, so to save this view, yeah, so fly as if you're on your own, as you are on your own. That's what your cross countries and your solos are all about. And if you have the extra money, and I know it's expensive, A, you're gonna save some money on ground school. B, next tip, you don't need to train in the G1000 like I did. I had the money to do it, and I'm a tech guy, so obviously I wanted to train in a glass cockpit, right? But you don't need to. You can just train steam gauges, the cheapest aircraft that you can find, and then worry about, you know, doing a glass cockpit later. You can get your hours and get, wow, look at those mountains, and get your license. The G1000 is substantially more to rent than, you know, steam gauge 1980s, 1970s, 172. It'll save you some money. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set this view by doing, I want this to be my control or my alt 0 key. So I'm going to do control 0. I think, oh, it's control alt. I haven't done this in a long time. Now I fucked up my view. Oh shit, I fucked everything up. Look at that. How the hell did I get underneath the tail? Okay. Although that under the tail view was kind of killer. So, control 6. I'll still tell you though, VatSim will help you, will definitely help you on the radio. It'll at least help you have some confidence when you start out, because it's the funniest thing, the scariest thing about flying. There, I just set that view to the 0 key. So now if I do alt 0, boom, we're there. Scariest thing that most students face when flying, am I already at my top of descent and I'm just not paying attention? No, I'm still good. Is radio comms. It's the most nerve-wracking thing in the world. Not landing, not takeoffs, not stalls, not spins. Working the radio, especially in South Florida, when you are in busy Bravo and Charlie airspaces, really busy airspaces, and those controllers don't fuck around. They don't have time to. And once you get your, during your instruction, I'm sure your instructor will take you on the Fort Lauderdale down to South Beach, really Pompano, down to South Beach, beach line south route, which is so much fun because you can get down to under 500 feet and just cruise the beach. Then you can get down into South Beach, and I think you got to get, if I remember correctly, I think you got to get under 250 feet because of Miami approach, and then you can swing around Fisher Island and almost touch the lighthouse, and then go right up the intercoastal through Brickell, not through Brickell downtown, but through the intercoastal with Brickell on your left side as you're going back north, then shoot out over Haulover and then head back north along the beach line. It is just breathtaking. So if you're light on the radio, my buddy who's a Navy pilot, retired, but Navy pilot, he was a Navy pilot. He was then a CFI, but then he was a Navy CFI. So he was a CFI training CFIs in the Navy. And So he said, I think he had over 300 students in his career in the Navy. And the best thing he said, if you haven't done it yet, is just listen to liveatc.net. Just listen to it, fall asleep listening to it. It'll get your brain into that motion or into that rhythm of hearing traffic and hearing real world traffic. Yeah. And you hear some funny stuff here in South Florida, especially if you listen to, for a lot of executives, not bad, because they don't have a college university on campus. North Perry, which I flew out of a lot here in Hollywood, has Broward College right there. So they have all these college students flying.
Destination ATIS is 118.85.
Yep, thank you. So ForeFlight will talk to you all the time, even when you're crossing runways and things like that. It'll tell you that you're approaching a runway. ForeFlight's the best. But yeah, so flying the student pilots out of and instructors out of North Perry, especially for the college and stuff, are so, I wouldn't say bad, but they think their shit don't stink, and they get into arguments with with North Perry's tower that are just legendary arguments. And but then again, you know, North Perry's really, you know, is North Perry right there in? No, it's not. But I mean, it's right on the edge of Fort Lauderdale's airspace and Opelika's, or Miami's HWO. So it's fun to actually look at ForeFlight and then see all the, these are all guys running North Perry. Almost all these are student pilots. Good old North Perry. Yeah, these guys are doing, they're running pattern work. Are the winds coming out of the west? I haven't even looked. North Perry, where's the weather? Coming out of south. Southeast. 160 at 10. These are all student pilots. Yeah, so North Perry's in dead of Pembroke Pines. It's on University and Pines Boulevard. It's been there since the 1950s. I actually have a picture of my mom who was taking flying lessons out of there in 1957. And she's standing next to a 172. But her instructor fired her because she kept running over the landing lights, or the taxiway lights, and back then they weren't integrated into the runways like LEDs. Actually, North Perry still has the old style lights there. They stuck up out of the ground, where a lot of airports nowadays have upgraded to LEDs. So let's see, where are we at? And all right, well, let's start actually flying this thing, destination data. So let's pull the weather. Mid-due. Passing the weather. Weather request. KSFO. Send it. If you stay on watching until the end, till we get into the approach. There's no controllers online, but we'll be doing uncontrolled airspace callouts. All right, so KSFO. Scattered at 2200. Overcast. Oh, overcast 28. Winds 200 at 27. So I gotta start plugging this data in. So perf. Next phase. All right. ONH. Where is it? Where is it? 29er71. Let's plug that in. The temp 16. Plug that in. Winds are 200 at. That's not right. Oh wow, this is gonna be a fun landing. 150 at 11, gusting at 25. So 150, and we'll just put it in 25. Oh, Barrow. So what is our approach minimums? Actually, I just pulled up right here in ForeFlight. So on ForeFlight, oops. Our ILS, is 289. So plug that in. It's decision minimum. All right, we're set. Getting ready here. 9 miles, we're gonna start our descent. So things are gonna get a little busy. If you want to hear a funny air traffic controller, this is like every day at North Perry. YouTube, angry controller, KHWO. Yeah, KHWO. It is funny. It's actually a recent recording too. All right, let's rock our descent here. So we're going to be sitting in Maybach. So we need to be at above flight level 290, which we are. At Joan, we need to be between. Look, we're going to let the Fenix's flight controller computer do this for us. We're going to be at. Is it brakes at 5,000? Let's see. Yep, 5,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the computer take care of this. We're going to go right down to 5,000. And it'll be a managed descent, which should hit all of our constraints. There goes the engines winding down as we start our descent to San Francisco. I don't know if your Fenix does this with Navigraph, but it still doesn't show my aircraft here, and I've already passed Maybach. It's like so far behind, yet ForeFlight's right on point. So ForeFlight, what we can do is we can look at the approach plate. Now the approach plate won't show the aircraft. Only the arrival plate won't show any live data. But it'll give you your altitude constraints and speed constraints. The approach plate will show you coming in. So, we started our descent. And let's take a look. Bring this baby down. They want us at 280, so let's slow down. We're going to bring speed brakes up. Here they come. Slows down a little bit. We need to be at 280 when we cross Joan.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, easy there, buddy. As you can tell, I'm not a... I'm high. Very, very high. But we can speed that up. Let the passengers have a fun roller coaster ride and have on the vomit comment as we drop down to probably 5,000 feet a minute to meet this constraint.
Sync rate.
I
Sync
know.
rate.
That's for flight, not liking it. But we missed that constraint by a few thousand feet. But we'll hit Bogolo. The donut here should start to come up. We're high.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Shut up. Look at that. Now there's storms coming in, so we should start seeing some weather here as we get down into the soup. Alright, here we go. Here comes the donut. And we want to keep that donut. The computer should keep that donut right dead center. So we hit all these constraints coming in. There we go. Only 2 passengers fainted. The rest of them just vomited in their bags. Man, this is going to be fun coming in. Still nothing on. So we're going to do... Can't wait to come into Las Vegas. But I guess for New Year's Eve, no, there's no real major controllers online. Oh, Miami's online, so that'd be fun. Who's doing it? Oh, Guillermo. Ah, he's good. Scott Fulkerson, he just came on Miami Approach. Well, we're going to finish this approach, and then we're going to go do some real VatSim traffic calls and fly Fort Lauderdale to... Might do Fort Lauderdale to Key West in the A320 because that Key West runway is barely enough for an A320. I mean, you are on the brakes so hard. So I'm looking at VatSpy right now. So let's see. So Miami Center's online, Miami Approach is online. So Approach will be taking care of Miami International. So these guys are going Dallas-Fort Worth, 2 to Dallas-Fort Worth, 1 to Charlotte. Charlotte's a great airport. You got to get that upgraded map. Ooh, Daytona Beach is online. That's something. There might be an event getting ready to start. There might be an event. Let me take a look. VatSpy. There is VatSim events. Let's see if they got an event going on. Last night they had an event, which was fun. All right, today is Saturday, so 10 a.m. What time is it? Zulu time. Okay, so let's see what we got. I don't see anything tour of Nepal. No, we're not going to Nepal. Usually when they throw up I throw a Daytona Beach approach. I did an event here recently where we had, I think, 45 aircraft on the runway, or on the taxiways, all going to Charlotte. And it was fucking insane. Down to Miami. Let me go back to flying this thing. Let's see where we're... I don't fly into San Francisco much. Oh, yeah, we are in the soup right now, buddy. Oh, look at that breakthrough. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get these up. Down.
Transition altitude.
Okay.
Nearest altitude.
Yep. So we're going to hit... Oh, look at this. Wow. Wow. All right, let's get back to flying. 29er71. Transition altitude. 29er71. We're doing good on altitude. Speed's a little slow, but that's okay. Rather be slow. We finally shown up? Nope. All right. Yeah, we're gonna take a flight out of Miami. I haven't flown out of there. These guys are coming down. Okay, so we got Daytona coming down to Miami. So we'll take that spy off. All right. Take our turn. We're gonna get rock and rolled around here. Look at that. That's those storms we're gonna hit. What's the alt zero now look like? Look how quiet it is. Oh. Here we go. Into the soup. Oh, come on. I was playing Flight Simulator on the very first version in the 80s on a Macintosh computer. I think it was a Macintosh. Oh, yeah. Wicked glare. So cork. Here's us right here. Here we are on the approach plate. So if I just put the plates right now, here I come on for flight. So we're gonna hit Berks at 5,000. Okay, we made that restriction. So let's go ahead and set our brakes to max. And I'm sorry, we're going to set them to medium. Arm the ground spoilers. So we're flying over the airport right now. Nice view. But not too bumpy though. Microsoft 95. I was on the original one, and it had to have been a Mac because my first computer was a Mac LC in the late 80s, early 90s. And the only airport I ever flew was Midway in a Cessna, in O'Hare in a Cessna. So next waypoint's Bricks, and then after Bricks, we're gonna hit we're in discontinuity. What we're going to do is we're going to go direct brakes. Should be. Yep. Correct. So Brex or Berks? Berks. Too steep path ahead, yeah, we know, but we're going to go for a ride in the Vomit Comet right about now. This approach, I screwed up. I'm halfway decent on my approaches, but I'm definitely not IFR rated. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, so what's the outside temperature? It is 8. We are in icing conditions. Engine 1, engine 2, and we'll take the wings as well. Good. Lights are coming on. Go ahead and throw these up. Alright. Here comes the lights. Beautiful. No frame of reference. So if you can see on ForeFlight, we're going to swing around and we're going to run downwind. More drag? Sure. We'll throw some more drag in there. Let's get us down. Bring on our first notch of flaps. So the computer is not doing this. What's going on, Phoenix? Come on, bring us down, baby. We'll just go into manual mode. Ah. Yep, I know. That's interesting. This Burke's got a... There we go. Ready to say. Alright, here we go. Back to here. Here comes our precip, and we are under 10 degrees Celsius, so that's why we throw on the anti-ice. Oh, where's that? Where's that? Look at that water. I love it. Oh, wow. Dash cam view. What is going on? Is auto throttle's not working? What? There we go. Take this out of managed speed mode. I do not know why it did it that way. Yeah, this weather's awesome, but I screwed this approach up somehow. All right. Here comes the big turn. Oh yeah, we're in the soup right now. Look at the wing flex. Look at that wing flex. Oh, you can't see it there, but you can see it there. Getting bounced around a little bit. San Francisco traffic, American 999er is on a 15-mile final ILS 19 left, San Francisco. All right. This is real-time weather. You can see that 4 flights and Microsoft Flight Simulator are in sync on this. So then let's go ahead and hit approach. Speed of 180. Why should not captured? Arm spoilers. Flap set at 2. We're going to have a 23 knot headwind. Wow. Look at that rain. Look at that precip. Alright, we're going to intercept the localizer. We're on the glide scope. We are 7. San Francisco traffic, American 999ers on a 7.5 mile. 7.5 mile final, ILS 19 left, San Francisco. All right. Let's go into manage speed mode, and let's bring this baby down. Next notch of flaps. And bring speed brakes up. Let's get her slowed down. We are hauling ass. Landing gear. Best speed brake you could ever have is your landing gear. Yeah, we're getting rocked around a little bit. Flaps full. Speed brake up. We're in managed speed mode. San Francisco traffic, American 999er 5 mile final, ILS 19er left, San Francisco. All the lights are up. Probably should have told passengers to sit down, but that's okay. And the wing light. Oh yeah, we're getting rocked right now. We are getting rocked. Look at that speed change. Quartering headwind coming off our left nose. Still don't have the runway in sight. San Francisco traffic, American 999er 3 mile final, ILS 19er left.
2 mile final, runway 19 left.
There we go. I'm not gonna disengage. I would have normally hand flown this in, but I'm gonna let the autopilot do this in this nasty weather. Cabin's ready. Yeah, the landing inhibit. Huh. Interesting.
$500.
San Francisco traffic.
500.
American 999er short final, ILS 19er left. All right, disengage. Hand fly this bad boy. All right, let's see what we can do.
100 above.
They're crabbing right now, bad into the wind.
Minimum.
Oh, come on, get over. Got a crab. Whoa.
100.
should go around here, but I'm not going to.
50,
Ah!
40, 30.
Go around. Positive rate, 100. Gears up, flaps up. Wow, that was the hardest landing I've ever done. Wow. Go to 3,000. We'll head back over to water and we'll attempt this one again. Yikes. All right. It's all being hand flown right now. A 40 knot tailwind at 3,000 feet. Wow. Flying blind. Listen to them engines just trying to. All right. What? Spring flaps up one. Just because the alarm keeps annoying me. Arrival. ILS 19 left. No star. Activate secondary plan. Temporary insert. Alright, here we go. We got it. So we're going to go to Bex. So let's engage autopilot. We're in approach mode. We're established. Let's get that speed down. San Francisco traffic, American 999er, ILS 19er left 10 miles. So perf.
2,500.
Gears down. We're gonna nail this one right now. Not even gonna fuck around. Arm the spoilers. We're ready to land. Back into managed speed mode. Shit. Lord have mercy. I wonder how many go-arounds I'm going to have. I think we're going to have 3. I think we're going to have 3. But I'm going to try to nail this one. San Francisco traffic, American 999er, 5 mile final, ILS 19er left. Am I not connected to VatSim? No, I am connected. Just no one's talking. What is she doing?
1,000.
2 mile final runway 19.
Too low, terrain.
Oh!
Too low, terrain. Too low,
500.
terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
I'm dead on...
Too low, terrain.
There it is. Wow!
Too low, terrain.
Come on, baby.
Too low, terrain.
Think rate.
Pull up.
Think rate.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
40.
Too low, terrain.
30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Come on, baby. Oh, come on. Well, we made it. Might get written up here and there. Jesus. Something was up. I don't know what was up, but something was up. I've flown in way worse weather than that.
Approaching runway 01 left. Entered runway 01 left. 7,900 feet remaining.
My configuration screwed up here? Nothing's working. You know what? We're slipping and sliding. That's what's going on here. We're going to backtrack. This is the worst I've ever done. That's fine though. San Francisco traffic, American 999ers crossing 1 left. Let's go pull into the gate and go get written up and probably fired. Gotta take this gate right here. That was nuts. And that was real world weather. That was fucking nuts. Get JetBlue. Burp. Parking brake is set. Let's call the GPU. Let's put the chocks in. Turn on power, and let's bring down both engines. Oh, that was fucking fun. I should have gone around. But oh well. Yep, that was the worst landing of 2 landings I've ever even attempted, but the worst landing I've ever done. Then again, something was up with the Fenix, I think. Something just didn't feel right, my controller. Be forward. Engines are off. Brakes are down. Set. All right, now we're going over to. Let's go home. Let's go home. Let's go home. South Florida still up and running? Oh, wow. Miami Center went offline. Well, we're going out of Fort Lauderdale anyways because Miami Perch is online. So. And then that was nuts. That was nuts. Alright, so we're gonna be American, so we'll take do this. Let's go to Jax. We'll do a quick up and down flight. So, where's sim brief? Sim brief. All right, here we go. Flight. Sim brief. Let's file this back. Let's file this bad boy. So KFL. FL Jax. So let's see what they're departing out of. The ATIS. All right. Rivals, simultaneous. Parting, so one left. And Jacksonville says it's 2-6, which it could be because of the storm that's moving in. Let's go take a look. Yep, 2-6. Okay, so file this bad boy. Veteran flight, yes. Oh yeah, two Americans just humping each other. Move over to Echo 5. Let's move over to Echo 5. Alright, let's tap to import. Go ahead and look at the draft. Do 9 minutes. Alright. Fire up. Bat 1, bat 2. Ooh, and we don't have GPU power. GPU. Oh, we should have ground. We do. She comes alive. Alright. Let's do this. Connect. Alright, so we'll do a new flight. Crew supply, ground control, CVR test. We're good. Captain? Press. 7 minutes. Up here. Arm. Auto, auto, auto. Backs down. Engine 1 test. 2 test. APU. EA is pulled. And then we'll do cargo smoke test. Right. So let's pick up our 124.85. All right. Switch this over. We'll listen to flight init. Hit request. Oh, the rat's out. That's because I slewed. Nah. That's okay. Send it. We are American Airlines, flight 9er. Cost index, we're gonna make it 100. Flight level 320. Go. Frisbee 1. Stymie transition, yeah, of course. Jax. Arrival. Take the ILS 26. It's going to be the Pogey. Diverge transition. We're done. Alright. That's set. Perf. Okay. 124.85. Miami departure radio check. Just got my PDC. Alright, so we've been cleared. So, why am I not getting a radio check? 124.85. What? The fuck? I haven't even filed the flight plan. What is he? Bro. Do I just need to restart my computer? What's going on here? Miami departure radio check. Something's wrong. What is screwed up here? Ever since my dog pulled this whole system out of my ear, this radio's never worked. There we go.
November 153 Tango Charlie with you at Fort Lauderdale. We are looking for a VFR down to Key West.
Number 153 Tango Charlie. Miami approach, good afternoon. You're cleared out of Miami. I'm sorry, you're looking for IFR or VFR? 3 Tango Charlie.
VFR.
3 Tango Charlie, roger. You're cleared out of the Miami Clouds Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at about 2,500. Squawk 3511.
At or below 2,000, squawk 3511.
3 Tango Charlie, your readback is correct. Expect runway 10 left for departure, advise ready for taxi. Fort Lauderdale, altimeter 3008.
3008, so we got it.
10 left for departure, 3008. I'll call you when I'm ready. Thank you.
525 Whiskey Tango, turn left heading 180, vectors final.
180, vectors final for 5 Whiskey Tango.
Miami approach with a 766 is with you, descending through 13,000 on the star.
At a 1671, turn left heading 15.
Oh! Stop. 23, 140.
So 1671, turn left heading 150.
Left turn 150, Delta 1671.
Alright, we're going to lapse 1.
November 5 Whiskey Tango, turn left heading 120, intercept the runway 8 right localizer.
120 and intercept the 8 right localizer for 5 Whiskey Tango.
Mass and balance. 133.6.
Giant 33 Heavy, Miami, hello. RNAV, Baller, wind 14011, runway 8 right clear, runway 9 or clear for takeoff. Speedbird 1410 Miami, departure radar contact, south of Dupass. 5 Whiskey Tango, 3 miles from Eco, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 8 right approach.
Maintain 3000 until established on the ILS localizer and cleared for the 8 right approach for 5 Whiskey Tango.
Out of 1671, the field to your 11 o'clock, 1 3 miles, port in sight.
Field in sight, Delta 1671.
Out of 1671, thanks, cleared visual approach, runway 10, runway 10 left.
Clear the visual 10 left
All right.
approach, Delta 1671.
American 1950s coming out of my airspace, Miami Center's closed, radar services are terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
Over to Unicom, Happy New Year, thanks for your help, American 1950.
Miami approach, Delta 766 is with you, descending through 11,000 on the star.
No, what star?
Out of 766, Miami approach, good afternoon, squawk 3660.
Squawk 3660, Delta 766.
Alright, let's get some IFR, even though my... let's do this.
And center, Vision Jet 36 Juliet Victor is ready to taxi. We have information hotel.
Vision Jet 6 Juliet Victor, thanks for hotel, runway 10 left, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 10 left via Alpha. Vision Jet 36 Juliet Victor.
Miami approach, QSAT, squawk for Delta 766 one more time.
Out of 766, squawk 3660, 3660.
3660, Delta 766.
Alright, we're going to pick up our IFR to Jax. Oh. Pick up our IFR to Jax. So, what I'd like to do...
Tango Charlie, we are ready to taxi. Have information.
Or 153 Tango Charlie, runway 10 left, taxi via Alpha. Thanks for hotel.
Roger that. Clear the taxi via Alpha.
Good afternoon.
56 is better contact, 14 miles
just
north
stepped
of
on
the Pure KVR. It's at 9,600. Descend via the coastal 1 arrival. Expect to see visual approach runway 12, the Miami altimeter 3009.
Expect the visual runway 12, Delta 766.
Number 5 Whiskey Tango, wind 14011, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff. It should be clear to land.
Clear to land for 5 Whiskey Tango at 8 right.
Got a 1671.
Yeah, he's busy.
Wind 15015, runway 10
He's
left.
busy. I can't even get in.
10 left, we're clear to land, Delta 1671.
Giant 33 Heavy, Miami departure, radar contact, south of Dupass.
Giant 33 is your 2,500
Giant 33, thanks. Call and maintain 16,000.
2400 for 16,000, Giant 33.
Anyone on the ground at Fort Lauderdale requesting clearance or taxi?
Miami delivery. American triple niner at Echo 5 with hotel IFR to Jax. What?
American 999, Miami approach, good afternoon. I see, let's see here. You have a flight plan to San Francisco. If
No.
you'd like to refile that, that'd be fantastic.
Yikes, that was my last flight. So yeah, ready file. Thanks.
Excellent, not a problem.
And departure JetBlue 18 will also be requesting a fire to Jacksonville.
That concludes
JetBlue 18 Miami approach. Good afternoon. You're clear to the Jacksonville Airport. Frisbee 1 departure. Miami transition that is filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 169.